Good evening, guys. Get our scripted part out of the way. Welcome to Former Squad Live Evening Edition, Thursday evening, December 18th. 1 week till Christmas. I hope everybody had a good day so far. Gonna get into our bracket competition here shortly. Good evening, Dan. How are you doing tonight, man? Welcome. Guys, I heard some hit piece. I heard some hit piece on WIP about they're talking about Dan Quinn. Good. What's up, Elena? I made one change to they were saying Dan Quinn's trying to make the backwards hat cool again. When was the backwards hat not cool? Fifth night of Hanukkah, JK, staying lit. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Elena, how are you doing? Thanks for being here, guys. I'm like, when is the backwards hat? The backwards hat isn't cool, WIP says. I guess. I've been doing it. I'm all right with doing it. But thanks for being here tonight, guys. We'll get right started on the brackets, I think. You know? I'm here on time. I hope everybody had a good day. We got Seahawks-Rams coming up. Rams at Seahawks in about an hour and a half or so. Get start. I only made one change to the bracket. We had Elena went over it, didn't see any repeats. I did look up, see if we had any snubs. We had I only put one in there. Okay, JK. Okay. I guess maybe Dan Quinn is past sports retirement age, but he's a head coach, so he's in the sports business. So can he still do it? I'm not wearing Yankees hats or something. I guess I can still do it. You're right. It's if I'm not at a country club, where the starters yelling at me turn my hat around. You know. Anyway, guys, I should be rocking the Former Squad brand out front, but you know. Anyway, got this going. Best sports nicknames on screen. Andy Reid is a coach too. Does he rock the backwards hat? Does Andy Reid rock the backwards hat? This is our East bracket, guys. I did take out Fred X. Fred X is out. Philly guy. I mean, they did run that nickname competition. It's all good. Fred X is out. So tonight we'll be asking the question, guys, what is the better nickname? That's the main question we're going to be asking tonight. It's the first round. Should I give any first matchup, first round? Pretty decent, JK. First matchup, first round. Say hey kid. Maybe I say it in the first round. I can say their names. After that, no more. Now, I kind of ranked, I put towards the top, in terms of players. You know what I'm saying? The players are the ones at the top. But we got one vote in. We'll let it linger for, a minute or so, maybe less. If it's clear, we'll call it early. Hope everybody had a good day today. Welcome. Get your votes in, guys. We got a gong. I need the gong for tonight. My arms would be sore. Smashing the gong too many times. Welcome. Say name or explain once in the first round. That's it. Then if it doesn't stick, not good enough. Good call, Dan. Say hey kid. Willie Mays. Willie Mays was known as to say hey kid. One of, if not, some people say the best. One of the goats. One of the goats of baseball. Up against Daniel Jones, also known as Danny Dimes. He unfortunately tore his Achilles this year as a Colts quarterback. All right, we got two votes. 1 minute ago. Danny Dimes on to the next round. All right, so what's the next? The question remains the same. Famous Jameis versus Spida. Danny Dimes. 3 votes. My bad. 3 votes for Danny Dimes. This tournament is started, guys. One matchup in. Danny Dimes is a good nickname. Is it the alliteration that did it? I don't know. What? Already the committee's catching heat? Catching heat? I put Willie Mays on. I'm giving Willie Mays his laurels. His florals, whatever. I'm giving him his laurels because by putting him first in the bracket. Now, it is a tough. The committee likes seeing upsets like that. Sometimes. You're right. Like, maybe I could have bracketed it but in terms of 3 in a row for Jameis. We'll call that one. Jameis on to the next one over Spida, Donovan Mitchell. I don't even know if I gave that one a proper intro. Maybe I should have bracketed it in terms of strength of nickname versus, I don't know. It's all good. It'll be fun. It'll be. You got to vote against Spida? Well, he was going to lose anyway. He was losing. So we got famous Jameis on to the next round. Jameis wins. In this round, guys, is Revis Island, cornerback legend, Pitt Panther alum, Darrelle Revis, up against Mark the Bird Fidrich, won the Rookie of the Year in the 70s or 80s for the Tigers, but he was never the same. Or he went downhill after that. Liked to toke a little bit. So famous Jameis won 3-0 over Spida. 2 votes. We'll let it hit a minute, and then I got to cast a tie-breaking vote. Got to vote against Spida. One of the ones we forgot, the only one that we forgot over all these nights that I put in there was the beard. I thought we had to put the beard in there. So I took out Fred X and added the beard. All right. Ending that poll. The Bird is going to Mark the Bird Fidrich is going to move on to the next round. I'm like, that was the one, like there are a couple other ones I'll reveal throughout the night that are still out of there. That maybe should have been in there. But that was the one I'm like, the beard has to be in there as the Bird moves on. Now, Mr. Hockey, I have it in the notes. Who is Mr. Hockey? He's a hockey player. Showing our hockey bias. Gordie Howe is Mr. Hockey. NHL hockey legend. And the Claw is Kawhi Leonard. The Bird won 2-1 over Darrelle Revis. So the Bird is on to the next round. Had to put the beard in there, guys. We also forgot about the Boogeyman, Lawrence Taylor. Didn't put that one in there. Nobody suggested it. We didn't put in the Dominator, Dominic Hasek, Red Wings, an NHL goalie legend. 4 votes, guys. B-Wall juice. B-Wall's at a HOA meeting. Hopefully that lets out, or hopefully he's voting from the meeting. All right, guys, I got to pass my vote here. In terms of, I'm going to vote for the Claw as a better nickname. So I'm going to cast my first. Welcome, Clarks. How's your day? Thanks for being here. I'm going to cast my tie-breaking vote for the Claw over Mr. Hockey. Just think it's a better nickname. Sorry, Gordie Howe. And also, we've got a lot of Misters in here. I guess Mr. October versus Shady. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson versus LaShawn Shady McCoy. You can call shenanigans, JK. That's fair. There are shenanigans in this bracket. At least I'll cop to it, unlike Adam Silver. I'll cop to it. 3-2 for the Claw with a tie-breaking vote cast. Shenanigans. Yeah. I mean, I'll cop to it. There's some shenanigans. What do you guys think about We didn't put the sheriff, Peyton Manning. But I'm like, Peyton Manning's known as Peyton Manning, not the sheriff. You know, I guess some people might know him as the sheriff. Get your votes in, guys. We got Mr. October versus Shady. So didn't put Peyton Manning, the sheriff, in there. Didn't put the Dominator, Dominic Hasek. The Boogeyman, Lawrence Taylor. The Machine, Albert Pujols, we could have put in there. Also, I was thinking, guys, when it comes to the unicorn, all right, it's been a minute. 3 votes. Thanks, guys. We're going to vote. We're going to Mr. October. Peyton Manning has a large forehead. It's true. It's big brain, too. The Bayonne Bleeder is... Oh, no. My bad. On to the next round, guys. On to the next round. We got the Bayonne Bleeder. Chuck Wepner versus Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Now, Chuck Wepner, believe he was a boxer. Mr. October 2-1 over Shady. Wow. I think Shady's one of my favorite nicknames. Shady McCoy is one of my favorite nicknames. The Bayonne Bleeder, Chuck Wepner, I believe. Okay, now who was the Bayonne Bleeder? What did he do? He's going to lose anyway. He was a boxer. He's still alive. Shout out Chuck Wepner. Let's go. 86 years old. 86 years old, the Bayonne Bleeder is still alive. Let's go, guys. He lost, though, 4-0 to Hakeem the Dream. Okay, we got a new one. A new guy, Guantanamo Bay. Quinyon Mitchell versus Jelly Bean. Joe Jelly Bean Bryant. Kobe Bryant's father. Also NBA basketball player. Also international basketball player. Also namesake of Kobe Bean Bryant. Shout out Chuck Wepner. The Bayonne Bleeder didn't bleed enough. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon's going to move on to the next round. This is a good bracket we got going here, guys. Thanks for your votes. Go Toledo. All right, we're going to call that one 4-0 for Guantanamo. 4-0. Uh-oh, guys. Maybe he could have been cut, but he didn't get cut. Joel the Process Embiid took on the name of the Process. This is an all-Philly matchup. We got the Minister up against Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, who we have called the greatest defensive end of all time. Guantanamo Bay up 4-0 over Jelly Bean. It's essentially a bye for the Minister of Defense. You're right, JK. We'll just call that right there. We'll call that one right there. Now we've got the big unit, Randy Johnson versus Hot Plate. I believe... I'll look. It was John Williams. John Hot Plate Williams was a basketball player. Reggie White took down Joel Embiid. Shocker. Shockingly not shocked. He was an NBA forward for about 10 years. Mr. Hockey bounced. We can't, you know. All right, big unit up over hot plate early. You don't know a Mr. Football or Mr. Baseball. All right, guys, we'll call that one there. Big Hot Plate did get a vote. Shout out John Hot Plate Williams did get a vote, but not enough to take down the big unit Randy Johnson. Now that's a nickname right there. Tractor Trailer, I believe Robert Tractor Trailer, NBA player. Oh, I said it's the Air Train. It's actually the A Train. Artist Gilmore. I gotta fix that. It's a typo. Big unit on to the next round, guys. This is, I mean, it's just, this is definitely the deepest competition we've ever run. Mr. Hockey bounced in the first round. Revis Island bounced in. Willie Mays, Say He Kid bounced in the first round. Ooh, gonna have these are. This matchup makes sense. Robert Tractor Trailer, R.I.P. I guess I might have to cast a tiebreaker and let it to give it till a minute, guys. Now, the A-Train is a nickname for other sports guys, but it's specifically Artist Gilmore in this case. We've also got to make... All right, guys, I'll make the call here. I'm going to say Tractor Trailer. I'm going to say Tractor Trailer because it's a play on his name more than the A-Train's a play on his name. We're going to swap between brackets, JK. We'll see how far. We'll get the first run. You know, we'll swap between brackets. Big Unit, the GOAT. Welcome, Corn. How are you doing tonight? We're running a... Big Unit is one of the modern-day GOATs, that's for sure. But this competition is about the best sports nickname of all time. So if you don't mind voting, get your boy Randy Johnson all the way to the finals. It's quite a big bracket, though. Quite a big bracket. 128 players strong. Big Unit Exploding Birds. What was your favorite team that Big Unit ever played for, Corn? I was thinking do the first round, JK. See where we're at. Do the second round, you know. Go from there. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Honey Badger, Gong. Honey Badger up against Ant-Man. It's going to be... Ant-Man, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, LSU. LSU legend, JK. Am I right? LSU legend, then longtime NFL player. Safety, like doing everything, jack of all trades, jackknife defender, defensive back versus Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Guy can jump out of the gym. Been a minute, guys. We're going to call it right there. Honey Badger, one of the better nicknames, IMO, ever. Scary Terry. Next round, guys, Scary Terry versus Mad Max. Now, this Mad Max refers to Max Scherzer. Refers to Max Scherzer, guys. We decided that by vote. And when we get to the unicorn, guys, we're going to have to decide if the unicorn refers to Shohei or Kristaps Porzingis, because unicorn refers to both names. Four votes for Scary Terry. Get your votes in, guys. Thanks for being here. Our Eric Dickerson video did. Terry would have lost to Vernon. You might be right. You might be right, JK. You're probably right. I mean, hey, I shouldn't say might be. You are right. Eric Dickerson video did great today, guys. It's already got over 5,000 views. We'll see how it goes overnight and tomorrow. All right, we'll call that one there, guys. Scary Terry's going to move on over Mad Max Scherzer. And the next one is the glove, Gary Payton, all-time point guard, defensive point guard legend. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for your positivity, man. Scary Terry won what? 3-4? 3-1? All right, the next one is Human Eraser. Human Eraser refers to Marvin Webster, who is, I don't know. We'll look it up. Marvin Webster versus Gary Payton, the glove. I think also Marvin Webster was a basketball player, I assume. From 52 to 2009. The Human Eraser, because of his impressive shot blocking talent. 7'1", 225, born in Baltimore, Maryland. Welcome, Elena. How are you doing tonight? Got the glove, Gary Payton, up against the Human Eraser, Marvin Webster. He had 881 blocks in his career. All right, guys, we'll call that one the glove, GP, Gary Payton, going to move on to the next round. How are you doing, Elena? The next round, guys, is the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye, running back for the Chiefs, 90s, early 2000s maybe, versus Chad Ochocinco, wide receiver legend. Literally changed his name to Ochocinco. Literally changed the guy literally changed his name to Ochocinco, guys. So it's a pretty good one. The glove won 2-1 over the Human Eraser. This one might be a slaughter fest. Christian Okoye, guys, we're almost done the first round in this bracket. We'll hop between brackets tonight. I'll be right back, guys. So we do have the Seahawks-Rams coming up, like an hour or so. All right, I'll call that one, guys. Ochocinco, 3-0. 3-0. Make sure to get your votes in, guys. Next matchup is the Admiral, David Robinson, Navy alum, versus Landlord Larry Allen, Cowboys legendary guard. David Admiral went to the Naval Academy, first overall pick. Great NBA center, big man. Landlord Larry Allen, great offensive lineman for the Cowboys. Chad Ochocinco, 3-0 over the Nigerian Nightmare. Right now we got the Admiral David Robinson up against Landlord also known as Landlord Moose to some. Landlord Larry Allen. Get your votes in, guys, please. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hope everybody's having a great night. It's the comp we're running tonight. Best sports nicknames. Best nicknames in sports. Ocho Cinco was Ocho Cinco's number, 8-5. All right, we'll call that one there, guys. The Admiral going to move on over Landlord. All right, guys, and this is the last matchup in the first round of the East bracket. We're doing all right on time, guys. Thanks for being here. We got the Beard up against the Great One, James Harden, legendary NBA scorer. I don't know about a great NBA scorer versus the Great One, Wayne Gretzky, best hockey player of all time. Admiral 1-2-1. We got Danny Dimes versus Famous Jameis in the next round, guys. The Bird versus the Claw. We got some good matchups tonight, guys. This is definitely one of our... We had 128. We could have did 256, we were talking. We could have had upwards of 256. Get your votes in, guys. I'll let it hit for about a minute, then we'll call it. So the ones that are snubbed before anybody says anything, the Dominator, Dominic Hasek, the Machine, Albert Pujols, the Sheriff, Peyton Manning. I said some others too, but... All right, guys, we'll call that one there, the Great One, 3-0. Great One, 3-0 over the Beard. All right, guys, that's the first round in that bracket. Go to the North bracket. We'll go to the North bracket. First matchup's going to be... Oh, my bad. What is the better nickname? The logo? Jerry West. Up against the Bulin Wall, Nikolai Khabibulin. Goalie? A lot of goalies in this. Like, in terms of goalie, we had our fair share of hockey representation in this bracket, I believe. The Bulin Wall versus the logo. Maybe it's just it's not a good thing to be the number one seed in this bracket, it seems like. Seems like the number one seeds are getting knocked down. And I put the number one seeds almost, I don't know, I guess I should have judged it based on their greatness, instead of their... All right, that's 3 in a row for the Bulin Wall. I mean, let's just call that there. All right, guys, we're going to call that one the Bulin Wall. Nikolai Khabibulin's going to take down the logo, Jerry West. That's two straight 32-1 upsets. What's good, B-Wall? How was the meeting? All right, next round, guys. B-Wall, we're in our second bracket, first round. We got Glenn Big Baby Davis, another LSU alum, I guess. I assume, right? Was he an LSU alum, JK? No, the logo lost 3-0 to Bulin Wall, dude. Not kidding. Now we got Glenn Big Baby Davis versus Polar Bear Pete Alonso. I did start on time, B-Wall. We got a huge bracket to do tonight, man. It's not, the other bracket isn't over, dude. It's just in the second round. We've only got, all right, we'll call that one. Polar Bear's going to win. Pete Alonso, New Baltimore Oriole Pete Alonso wins over Glenn Big Baby Davis. Next, we're doing first rounds of all. We'll see how far we get. We're doing at least first rounds of all first, yes. And then second, we're skipping between brackets, bro. Because otherwise, it'd be anticlimactic to be like all the way finished in one bracket. I didn't take out He Hate Me. Now, he does have a tough matchup. He Hate Me, XFL legend Rod Smart versus Charlie Hustle, Hit King Pete Rose. This is one of the tougher first round matchups, guys. Polar Bear beat Big Baby 3-1. This is our deepest tournament, B-Wall. Thanks for being here, guys. This is our deepest. Gong, get your votes in, guys. Second round, or this is our first round in the second bracket, East bracket. We're gonna do the first rounds at least in all the brackets, then go from there. We're at 4 right now, 4 votes. I'll give it to a minute till I cast my tie-breaking vote. Give it till that one's been up for a minute. All right, we're going to call it. I'm going to move up. We got a 5th vote. Okay, that's how I was going to vote anyway. Thank you for the vote. That was how I was going to vote anyway. So, the bracket speaks. Charlie Hustle is Pete Rose. And by the way, B-Wall, I'm only going to introduce him in the first round. You're the one that suggested Charlie Hustle, bro. What? I thought maybe somebody else did. Charlie Hustle is Pete Rose, and he won 3-2. I'm only going to introduce these guys in the first round. Vinsanity, Vince Carter, NBA dunking legend versus Bryant Big Country Reeves. Played, like, I guess he went to college in, like, Wyoming or something. He's from Wyoming, I believe. Played in Memphis Grizzlies. Dan, you suggested Charlie Hustle? Okay, good call. That's a great one. All right, I got to move him on to the next round. 3-2 over He Hate Me. I mean, He Hate Me is hilarious, but it's like that was the XFL. They could put anything they wanted on their jerseys. Know what I'm saying? Dan, with the Haymaker suggestion. Everybody's made great suggestion, guys. Get your votes in. We've got 5 votes. Let's go, guys. We'll call it there. Big Country. A little bit of an upset, possibly, over Vinsanity. Next round, guys, we got Night Train Lane. Like, I don't even know his real name. Like, I know him as Night Train Lane. I've only heard about him since I started doing the... he's just an NFL... Gong. What's up, JK? You're all good. Thanks for being here, man. We got Night Train Lane, NFL legend, like back in the day. I never heard of the guy before I started doing the nostalgia stuff. Like back in the day, we're talking. I know, like, I don't even know his name. You know him as Night Train Lane. I mean, it might be his name. I'll look it up. Versus the Intimidator, Daryl Earnhardt, RIP, one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time. Night Train Lane. He's literally named Richard Night Train Lane, but like everybody knows him as, like, you go to the Wikipedia page, it says Night Train Lane. So, all right, guys, we're gonna put Big Country on. It was 3-2. Get your votes in. I'm about to call the next one. 2 vote. Get your votes in, guys, please. Don't mind. 3-1, Night Train Lane. All right, we'll call it. Night Train Lane moves over Big Country. I think there might have been 3 votes for Night Train Lane, but it registered at 2. All right, guys. Matty Ice versus the Unicorn. I don't love this one. The Unicorn is going to refer to Shohei Ohtani here. Matty Ice being Matt Ryan, NFL quarterback. He went to some Philly high school, forget which one. Night Train Lane over the Intimidator, RIP to Dale Earnhardt. The Unicorn, Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, I know, B-Wall. There's the Kristaps Porzingis 2 one, so just vote for Matty. We're going to call that one there. I'm calling it there. Yeah, we're calling that one there. Kristaps. Yeah, that was the problem. I mean, I agree. That's why he lost. The Unicorn lost to Matty Ice. So the next round is Coach K versus Slim Reaper. Kevin Durant. Yikes. Coach K needs no introduction. What was the Matty Ice? 3-0. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. We are getting through this first round here. Oh, Devontae, Dan. It can be Devontae. That's fine. I forgot to ask. Guys, vote for Coach K. Although some people never know. Oh. Slim Reaper I changed it up, guys. Slim Reaper refers to Dan. We'll change it up for you. Slim Reaper refers to Devontae Smith. There we go. He moves. B-Wall, let's go. Devontae Smith, Slim Reaper, on to the next round. Chicharito, it refers to a Mexican? Isn't he Mexican? Soccer player? Played for Man U back in the day. Up against Shoeless Joe Jackson, famously banned from baseball. Slim Reaper won 4-1. Wow. Shoeless Joe was banned from baseball. Even though, did he do anything wrong? Who knows? Hard to tell. We're going to be doing some investigating into that to figure it out. Thanks for voting, guys. We'll call that one right there. Chicharito is a great nickname, but it's not quite Shoeless Joe. It's not quite Shoeless Joe. We had 4 votes. 4-0. Sorry, Chicharito. Next round, guys, we got Henry Aaron, the OG home run king, before Barry took it, but they don't really give it to Barry, but he is the home run king. But they don't really talk about it. He's not in the Hall of Fame for whatever reason. Shoeless Joe, 4-0. Dub. What's good, B-Wall? 2 votes in. Get your votes in, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. Best sports nicknames bracket. First round, East bracket. First round in the North brackets already compete. We got 2 more. We got a South and a West to get to. First round wise. Hammer and Hank, Henry Aaron up against guys. It's the poll. All right, get your votes in. I got to call it. I got to make a cast a tie-breaking vote. Otherwise, all right, I guess I'll call it, guys. It's 1-1. I got to think on that. The next one we got the Brow, Anthony Davis. What's going on here, guys? Are we okay? It's like Cole. My polls are freaking out. We're having poll breakdowns, guys. Polling issues. I think we got them. I think it's all good. The Brow versus Jake the Snake. The Brow is Anthony Davis, also known as Street Clothes, but in this competition he's the Brow. Up against Jake the Snake Plummer. Quarterback. Late 90s, early 2000s. Beast Mode versus... Should we do mail-in vote? No, I think we're good, Clarks. I think we're good. Just get your votes in. Thank you for voting. I still got to cast a tie-breaking vote there. Who? Jake the Snake? I didn't know that. Guys, I'm having a hard time on Beast Mode versus Hammer and Hank. I'm going to move on. Jeez, that's a tough one, guys. The nostalgia. I'm going to move on Hammer and Hank. I'll look it up, JK. Thanks for sharing. Hammer and Hank moved on over Beast Mode. Sorry, Marshawn. I'm a big fan. Jake the Snake beat AD. Jake the Snake beat the Brow. Love it. I will check out the Mushroom. Here, guys, the Rocket refers to Roger Clemens. And Sid the Kid, another all-time pitcher, not in the Hall of Fame. Sid the Kid refers to Sidney Crosby. Jake the Snake, guys, won 3-1 over the Brow. It might have just been Roger Rocket Clemens, but I think it wasn't the Rocket, but it's Roger Clemens for the Rocket. But hey, looks like Sid the Kid's gonna win though. Looks like Sid the Kid's gonna win. We'll call that one, guys. Next round, Super Mario Lemieux, NHL legend, Penguins legend versus chairman of the boards, Moses Malone. Chairman of the boards, Moses Malone, NBA legend and great. Sid the Kid won 3-1. Thanks for voting, guys. Thanks for being here. You guys are the best. Appreciate it. We did release a video today. We got to do a Night Train Lane video at some point. It must have auto-corrected. It's Super Mario, Dan. Shoot. Did I type? I might have. Maybe I typed Superman Mario. I might have auto-corrected that. I don't know. I can't edit that, though, can I? No, I can only end it. Sorry, Mario. Chairman of the board's moving on. Sorry, Superman Mario. Who's that? Never heard of him? Like, the hockey disrespect just never stops, does it? The hockey disrespect just never... Like, hockey fans are just used to it. It never stops. It's never has stopped, never is going to stop. Next round, guys, we got the Big Hurt. the Big Hurt versus Frank Thomas, Chicago White Sox legend. I think he's a broadcaster now, good broadcaster, versus George the Iceman Gervin, San Antonio Spurs legend. Sorry, Super Mario. There's the hockey disrespect just ain't ever gonna stop. Moses Malone, chairman of the boards, moving on to the next round. Although you see, the committee was almost looking for a Super Mario Sid the Kid matchup in that next round, but it didn't materialize. It's all good. It's all good. The Big Hurt versus Frank Iceman. Big Hurt Frank Thomas versus George Iceman Gervin. What a matchup. Frank Thomas, he was in backyard baseball. George the Iceman Gervin. I never saw him play. I only heard how smooth he was. You know, Iceman, bucket getter. I don't know much about his game. Well, once we get to basketball, like post-football season, we'll start doing more. All right, guys, we'll call it. This is like that. This is my hardest pick yet, guys. I'll marinate on that for a minute. That's my hardest pick. That was way harder. I had a hard time with Hammer and Hank versus Beast Mode. This one is even harder. The hoodie, guys, the next one is the hoodie. Bill Belichick up against Jimmy Buckets. I'm going to move on. Jeez. They're like two of the better ones in the whole bracket. The Big Hurt and Iceman. Because it's like they're very unique. The Big Hurt worries about your low T. If he's slanging that, all right, we'll go with Iceman. We'll go with Iceman. Iceman is a very good nickname. Keep it natural, guys. Hoodie versus Jimmy Buckets. Thanks for voting, everybody. Thanks for being here. We're going to call that one. Hoodie, Bill Belichick on to the next round over Jimmy Buckets. You didn't really need to introduce him, you know. I mean, it's Jimmy Butler, but next round, guys, is Zen Master Phil Jackson up against the Freak. In this case, the Freak is Randy Moss. Zen Master Phil Jackson, schooled in some Eastern philosophy, Eastern practices, master at getting the best out of, I mean, Jordan, then Kobe and Shaq. It didn't work out so well as a front office executive with the New York Knicks. He was a player with the New York Knicks back in the day, and then Randy Moss, I mean, dope. One of the greatest of all time. Hoodie won 3-1. Randy Moss, one of the top, in my opinion, top 5 for sure. Probably top 3 wide receivers ever. We'll call that one. That's a slaughter fest. Zen Master, great nickname. Yo, DA, you made it, man. Let's go. Welcome. You made it. We're still early in the competition. We got the Hammer, Dave Schultz, Philadelphia Flyers legend versus Sweetness, Walter Payton, NFL Hall of Famer, NFL Man of the Year every year. The award bears his name. Zen Master was a great nickname. Is a great nickname. 1-4-0 over the Freak, Randy Moss. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Get your votes in. We got Sweetness with an early 3-1 lead over the Hammer. I'm going to call that, guys. Sweet. Oh, uh-oh. 5. The Hammer was coming back. Uh-oh. Sweetness with a light win over the Hammer. Get your votes in, guys. Thanks for being here. Make sure to get your votes in. We got a lot of ground to cover tonight. And that's why Antonio Long just commented on our Eric Dickerson video, one of the best ever. More hockey users back then. You know it's true. Yeah, I mean, at least I copped to it. A quick whistle. At least I copped to it, Dan. Quick whistle for sure. All right, guys. This is our what? I don't know which direction bracket this is. The greatest refers to Muhammad Ali. He might have called himself that. Versus Wild Thing Mitch Williams. 93 Phillies closer. He had hair kind of similar to mine, but more like Jerry curled things going on. I guess he was maybe the inspiration for Kenny Powers. Guys, this is the South bracket. Sorry about that quick whistle last round. Dave the Hammer Schultz set the record for like most penalty minutes in a season. Member of the Broad Street Bullies, Flyers legend, one of the toughest guys around. I'm sorry for the quick whistle. I'd be like, yo, Dave Schultz, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. It was a quick whistle. It was a quick whistle. And I should let it get to a minute, Dan. You're right. I didn't let it get to a minute. My bad. That's on me. Didn't let it get to a minute. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Eric Dickerson, Super Freak. One of the best ever, says Antonio Long. All right, that got to a minute, guys. That is our third straight. It's all love, Dan. That was our third straight 32 beat one. The big piece, Ryan Howard versus Johnny Hockey, Johnny Gaudreau. R.I.P. Wild Thing Mitch Williams on to the next round with the 3-1 win over the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Maybe we should have called him the Louisville Lip, instead of the greatest. How far would he have gone if we called him the Louisville Lip? Who knows? Thanks for all the votes, guys. 5 votes. I'll let it linger for a little bit, but got a lot of Philly love in the chat. A lot of Philly love in the chat, of course. Quick whistle. I'm ready for a quick whistle here, guys. And I want to give Johnny Hockey. I'm going to give Johnny Hockey the full minute. No more quick whistles on the hockey, guys. I might have call it just. All right, we'll call it there, guys. You're right, Dan. That's 3-2 win for the big piece. Ryan Howard over Johnny Hockey. R.I.P. Johnny Gaudreau. Next round, guys, we got Earl the Pearl Monroe versus Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy. Golden Boy Productions. Boxing legend Earl the Pearl Monroe. Basketball great. Possibly Hall of Famer. Most likely. One of the Earl Monroe. Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players ever from Philadelphia. We got to get Earl the Pearl on here. Yeah, he's 81. We got to start getting some of these guys. Who was the Chuck Wepner, 86, the Bayonne Bleeder? Got to start getting some of these guys on here, guys. 3-2. The big piece over Johnny Hockey. Thanks for voting, guys. Earl the Pearl Monroe versus Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. We'll call that one there, guys. The Pearl on to the next round. Then we got Money, refers to Floyd Money Mayweather versus Mean Joe Green. Now, Joe Green, the thing is, his full name is in there, but that's because, Mean rhymes with Green. And Joe's I couldn't say Mean Green or just Joe Green or just Mean. Now, Floyd Mayweather, I can say Floyd Mayweather, and you know who I'm talking about. Thanks for voting, guys. Well, it's true. The bull and wall beat say, hey, it's true. Hockey's not totally out of this, Dan. Hockey's not completely out of this. Earl the Pearl won 3-2 over Golden Boy. We've had in each of our brackets the 32 seed has beaten the 1 seed, and that's a poor bracket construction, guys. But it's okay. The committee likes the upsets. All right, guys, we might call that at 5 votes. 1 minute. Mr. Hockey gone too soon. Gordie Howe. All right, next. Legends up here. Legends up in here in this next one, guys. Snake, Kenny Stabler, was not a quarterback, was one of the boys. And then the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus. Mean Joe Green with the win over Money. Maybe I should start voting in these. All right, Golden Bear. We're going to call that early, maybe. Maybe quick whistle here. Uh-oh. No, we'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute, guys. Snake, Kenny Stabler. Oakland Raiders legend. Super Bowl winning quarterback with John Madden. Just one of the boys. Like, he didn't win our most likely to Golden Bear is going to win that one. Next round, guys, we got the next one. This is another all-Philly matchup, maybe showing our Philly bias. The next one versus Greg the Bull. Nah, we can't start voting with the face. We can't start voting with the face again. Unfortunately. 3-1 for the Golden Bear. Over Snake. Oh, B-Wall's going to be pissed. I'll be pissed. Uh-oh. We got the next one versus the Bull. The next one, Eric Lindros. Versus Greg the Bull Lazinski. Uh-oh, guys, got to call that one. Got to cast a tie-breaking vote. That's fine. I can handle that. All right, guys, this is our next round. We got Cheetah, Tyreek Hill versus Larry Legend, Larry Bird. Cheetah, Tyreek Hill, Larry Legend, Larry Bird. Also the hick from French Lick, but I guess we didn't choose that one. We chose Larry Legend. I'm going to say, honestly, the Bull here. Because I just think, like, he wouldn't be known otherwise if he wouldn't, everybody refers to him as Bull. I don't know. I'm going to say the Bull over the next one. It's more of a nickname. The next one was like back in, Lindros is not the next one anymore. Greg Lazinski's still the Bull. So that's my thought process on that one, guys. That was my thought process on that one. Larry Legend going to move on to the next round here. Larry Legend. Larry Bird. That wasn't hockey disrespect, man. For the next round here, guys, we got the Alien, referring here to Victor Wembanyama, who looks amazing. He's so good. And then versus Birdman, Chris Anderson. I mean, Birdman. Larry Legend won 3-1 over Cheetah. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Gonna have to cast a tie-breaking vote here soon. He is. Wemby is the alien, JK. I've heard it. He's freakish. I wanted to call him the Wizard. I was trying to make that Wemby the Wizard. We made a Wemby Gandalf short. But I guess they're the Wizard. You know, they're the Washington Wizards. So, all right, guys, get your votes in. All right, it's been a minute. 4 votes. I got to cast the tie-breaking vote. I know who I'm voting for there. That one's easy. What is the better nickname? We got Black Mamba, R.I.P. Kobe. I believe, guys, I'm not sure. I think this is the anniversary of the day that Kobe died. I'm not sure. We'll double check that. But I saw something on the news today versus Oil Can Boyd. Don't want to juice the competition or anything. I'm going to move Birdman on 3-2 over the Alien. Birdman is just... I'll show a picture of Birdman. No, it's not the day Kobe died. I'm sorry. That was in January. I don't know why they were talking about him today on the news, but was not today. It was in January. January 26th? January 26th. This is a tough one for you, JK? Wait till it's been a minute. Black Mamba versus Oil Can. This is like, it's not exclusively basketball. It's not exclusively basketball, guys. All right, I'll call it there. Oil Can is certainly... I got to cast another tie-breaking vote here, guys. We got the General, Bobby Knight, up against Weapon X, Brian Dawkins. That's the next matchup, guys, while I consider who to move on versus Oil Can Boyd versus the Black Mamba. I got to move on the Black Mamba. I'm sorry, Oil Can. It's such a good nickname, Oil Can. You got a really tough matchup in the first round. Like, plus there's the whole Mamba mentality thing. Like, there's no Oil Can mentality. There's no Oil Can mentality. Although maybe there is to some. But there's a Mamba mentality to the masses. So that's why I went with the Black Mamba. Because there's a Mamba mentality, not necessarily a... So Kobe moves on here, guys. It's pretty impressive, guys. I got at least 128 nicknames locked down in the brain. This is top of the dome. All this stuff. The seeding? We got a problem with the seed. What for Oil Can? You're right. I mean, you're right. You're right, JK. I'm not gonna. I mean, these were seeded more based on. I don't even know. Like, it's not so much the nickname. You're right. All right, we'll call that one, guys. We'll call that one. Weapon X going to move on to the next round. Thanks for all your votes, guys. The captain, Steve Yzerman, Detroit Red Wings legend, versus the Polish rifle, Ron Jaworski. Eagles, first quarterback to lead the Eagles to the Super Bowl. So Weapon X won 3-1 over the Generals. Sorry, Bobby Knight. It's a tough one for you, Dan. The matchups are tough. I mean, this is, like I said, this is our deepest bracket by far. It's not even close. We could have done 256 names and nobody would have batted an eye. You think he's the captain? What about wasn't we? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who we got. 4 votes. Get your votes in, guys. Thanks for all the votes. We'll see who's going to win. I might have to cast a tie-breaking vote. That's fine if I do. Elena's letting us know she's voting based on nickname alone. All right, I'm going to have to cast a tie-breaking vote there, which is why you went with Oil Can. I understand. I said you could make whatever. You could have whatever. I said you could have. You guys can have whatever calculus you want for this. It's not. I mean, seriously, this one is whatever calculus you want. The Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio versus Big Red Andy Reid. So I got to make a decision between the captain, Steve Yzerman, and the Polish rifle. We had 2 people. I'm going to go with Polish rifle here, guys. The captain. I started thinking the captain. I'm like, we could be talking about Derek Jeter here. I know Steve Yzerman is the captain, and we talked about that. We've talked about that before. But there's only one Polish rifle. Ron Jaworski. Sorry, Steve Yzerman. The hockey disrespect continues. It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise to anyone that the hockey disrespect continues. It's gonna keep continuing. It's just never gonna stop. It's just never gonna stop. I don't know. Unfortunately, is there something we can do about it? I don't know. Is there something we can do about it? I don't know. So I'm laying it out. I'm laying my thought process out, guys. We'll call that one. Been removed. So now we're thinking proactively, Dan. I like that. Yankee Clipper beat Big Red. This is the King, Richard Petty versus Meta World Peace, which also became his name. I don't know if it's still his name. He changed his name to Meta World Peace, similar to Chad Ochocinco changed his name to Chad Ochocinco. Yankee Clipper moved on over Big Red. Sorry, Andy. 3-1. Now we got the King, Richard Petty versus Meta World Peace. Meta. Guys, this is tough. We're making the tough calls here. These are the tough calls here. We got one more bracket to go in the first round. Then we'll be down to 64 names total. Guys, I'm honestly thinking we might only be able to get the first 2 tonight. We get the first 2 rounds done tonight, and then we have a straight 32 bracket to do tomorrow night to end, and we can do that. Won't take that long, and we'll leave it on a cliffhanger. It'll be cool. That's what I'm thinking that. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think we've got another round. This is our 3rd of 4 brackets. We're almost done the first round in this bracket. We got one more first round to do, then maybe do all the second rounds. We'll call it for Meta. Sorry, guys. Gotta keep him coming back. Then we got the Mad Bomber Daryl LaMonica versus Clyde the Glide Drexler. We'll see how far we get. I mean, I'm not scooting out of here at all. We've been grinding this out, guys. Not grinding, but it's been a lot of fun. But it's been a pretty fast-paced bracket. I don't know, and we just literally have 64 matchups to go through. We're averaging maybe a little over a minute. Not terrible. Meta 1, 3-1. You were right, JK. The King Richard Petty would lose first round. Couple more matchups in this round, guys. Who's the Golden Jet? That's not this matchup. That's the next matchup. But Bobby Hull. A lot of hockey guys made this list, guys. All right, we'll call that one. Clyde the Glide moving on over the Mad Bomber Daryl LaMonica. The Golden Jet versus committee put two hockey guys up against each other. Shocker. Golden Jet versus Cujo. Clyde the Glide. I mean, what a name. Clyde the Glide Drexler defeated the Mad Bomber Daryl LaMonica. Get your votes in, guys. Cujo. Okay, sorry. Golden Jet, Bobby Hull, NHL legend, Hall of Famer. Great versus Cujo, Curtis Joseph. NHL legend, great goaltender. Legend. Both of them. Hockey can't lose this round, guys. Early whistle or not, hockey's moving on. All right, guys. Maybe it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. Cujo, what a name. I mean, Cujo was just such a good nickname. Now we got final matchup in this bracket. I think it's South. I'm not sure. Steve, the Franchise Francis, Stevie Franchise versus Pistol Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete Maravich versus Steve Franchise, or the Franchise. Yeah, no, the Cujo nickname is dope. The fact his name is Cujo is dope. I mean, it's a good one. I agree completely. I mean, this one, I'm calling this one early, guys. I'm calling this one early. This one, I don't feel like we need to stick around all that much. Franchise got a vote, though. For anyone, yeah, I agree. Well, JJ, what's good? Firearms, baby, just how you like it. Let's go. Pistol. I assume you voted for Pistol, JJ. Let's go. All right, so Pistol moves on 3-1. That is another first round down. Saving our South bracket here, guys. Now we're going to go to the West bracket. The last one. Last first round of the night, guys. We'll start with the same question we've been asking all night. What is the better nickname? Tiger? Uh-oh. Are we going to make it 4 for 4 here. I don't know. Maybe not. Tiger versus Long Poles Foles. Tiger Woods, greatest golfer of all time, versus Nick Foles, who I believe won our one-hit wonder competition, also known as Long Poles Foles. Tiger Woods, his name is Eldrick Taunt Woods, but he was known as Tiger from a young age. Get your votes in, guys. Nick Foles, the author of the Eagles' first Super Bowl win. They're the quarterback author. Nick Foles called the Philly special himself. I've watched that video about 10 times. You know, he goes over to Doug Peterson and is like, you want to do Philly, Philly? All right, guys, we'll call it there. Tiger's going to move on. First number 1 seed to move on, Tiger. Every single other bracket, the number 1 seed fell. Next round, guys, we got Jerome Bettis, the Bus, versus Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. It's a tough matchup. The Bus, great lifer, Steelers lifer. Shaq Diesel, not quite a lifer. He played for many different teams. Many different teams. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Thanks for voting. Go check out our Eric Dickerson video if you haven't already. Was released this morning. Yeah, live on stream, released this morning. It's pretty good. Got a good early returns from it. We'll take it. Take it, guys. The Bus won the Super Bowl with this. I think he retired after winning the Super Bowl. Big Ben's first Super Bowl, maybe. He did play with Big Ben. Up against Shaq Diesel. All right, gotta call that one, guys. I gotta make a call there. That's fine. That's totally fine. Oh, we got. Speaking of Big Ben, we got Big Ben right here. Big Ben Roethlisberger versus Johnny Football. I'm gonna go with the Bus. Sorry, Diesel, you got too many nicknames. That's when you have too many nicknames. You lose to the Bus. The big Aristotle we could have picked. Whole bunch of other ones. Big Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers legend, up against Johnny Football. Uh-oh. Johnny Football might win. I'll be right back, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. If you've got 2 nicknames, you got no nicknames, as Dan says. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got to win. Johnny Football winning over Big Ben. Next matchup, guys, we got the mailman, Karl Malone, up against White Chocolate, Jason Williams. Point guard, NBA point guard from West Virginia. Had slick handles. Karl Malone, one of the all-time best scorers, power forwards in the NBA history. Also, I mean, these are two great nicknames. Two great nicknames. Karl Malone, famous with John Stockton. Maybe he had a nickname too. Running the pick and roll together. White Chocolate had the famous like behind the like he passed it with the elbow behind the back. Handles for days. All right, guys, we'll call that one. Call that one. Ring the bell early on our boy Quick Whistle. Maybe a quick whistle, but really tough matchup here. J. Will was so fun to watch. Completely agree, Dan. Had handles for days, as I said. I mean, the guy was fun to watch. Played the game with swagger. We've got next matchup. Good idea. These are, Dan, and this was such a great exercise because now these are all like perfect on-screen cues. Because we can just say white chocolate or just like win white, stuff like that. Like talk about highlight reels. Like you guys saw how fast I made the Derek Dickerson highlight. The Eric Dickerson highlight. Like we can just, in terms of a backlog, this is arguably a better backlog, than our other backlog. Because all these guys have names where it's like, oh, Big Ben or, the Sandman. This is a tough matchup, by the way. The Sandman versus Magic. Magic being Magic Johnson, guys. I think we knew that. Hopefully. 3-1 win for White Chocolate. Exactly, Dan. Great point, Dan. Exactly. It's like we don't even know, why these guys have this is the stories behind the stats, like we're talking about, The stories behind the stats, former squad live. All right, we'll call that one there, guys. Magic's going to take that one. The committee did some things right, guys. This is a good matchup we've got here. The Toe, Lou Groza, all-time punter, versus Refrigerator Perry, Chicago Bears legend, Walter Payton teammate. I believe he was a defensive tackle, but they would also throw him in on the goal line. No, Dan, this exactly. We go way deep. Like sometimes we've been concerned, Dan, about like the fact that the level here is too deep. But hey, it's all good. No, we're not going to be watered down or diluted. It's just who we are. It's just who we are. All of us have got tremendous depth. So might as well not shy away from it, even though we still make brain rot sometimes. It's fun. No depths too deep. Love that. No depths too deep. This is a tough matchup here, guys. We got the Toe Lou Groza up against William Refrigerator Perry. God, this one the committee was doing things right. Dr. J versus Jettas. I mean, that's not that's not this matchup. That's the next one. All right, we'll call that one. Refrigerator Perry gets the dub. Ain't no river wide. I gotta get better at singing too. If I'm gonna start singing on stream, guys, yikes! Nobody wants to hear that. Refrigerator Perry, great nickname. Refrigerator. No votes for the Toe. Sorry, Toe. Sorry, the Toe, Lou Groza. You didn't make it through the next round. Okay, that's a good one, Dan. That's 100% a good one. If I lose, I gotta sing a song. We'll put on some like non-copyrighted backing track with lyrics. Yikes. Yikes. I gotta like I'll have to like turn off, like not have the camera on me, Otherwise I'll clamp up I'll clamp myself, Jeez. All right, guys, get your votes in. Thanks for being here. Dude, that's I can wait. I can wait. This is like, all right, we'll call that Dr. J gonna win that one. Uh-oh, guys, this is a tough matchup. I don't know what the committee was thinking here. Don't know what the committee was thinking here. Chef Curry, Steph Curry versus Babe Ruth. It really is. Sorry, Elena. You can't have you gotta get some people out early, you know? You gotta spice things up a little bit somehow, you know what I'm saying? You get it. You get it. Get your votes in, guys. All right, guys. 3 votes for Curry, Chef. 1 vote for Baby Ruth. The Great Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT. You're shocked by the results? No, it's like, because people are thinking like it shouldn't be Babe Ruth. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly like Dan and I are the same wavelength. It's like we would have voted if it was Sultan of SWAT or the Great Bambino or something like that. You're the one who voted against Steph, Elena says. Well, Chef Curry moves on to the next round. No, I guess this was the bracket. This is the one that's like absolutely loaded, though. This is the bracket that's just like absolutely loaded. Wilt the Stilt versus Iron Mike. George Herman Ruth, Elena. George Herman Ruth. So that's why it's like he's getting dinged, even though Chef Curry. Babe Ruth's just getting dinged because that's what he was referred to as. You know, I get it. And Clark's never votes against Steph. Clark's never votes against Steph. All right, I gotta move Chef Curry on. It's tough to vote against Steph. He's such a good guy. Babe because he's a babe? I don't know, Elena. I don't know why that was his nickname. I really don't. I don't know why that was his nickname. All those. That's true. That's true, Dan. All those jumpers. I got you. All right, next matchup, guys. Iron Mike moves on over Wilt to Stilt. Like this bracket is so loaded. I don't even have to introduce these guys. The round mound of bumper jumpers, Dan. I was thinking the same thing. Round mound of rebound. Charles Barkley versus Big Poppy, David Ortiz. Iron Mike had to win that one, guys. Wilt Chamberlain, also known as the Big Dipper, another Philly sports legend. Gosh, we forgot to put Smoke and Joe Frazier in here, guys. This is unfair. They're kind of similar, though. How is it unfair, Dan? Trying to keep it as fair as we possibly can. Dan, this bracket is absolutely stacked. This part of the bracket's absolutely stacked. Just is. Get your votes in, guys, please. Thank you. We got a round mound of rebound up over Big Poppy. Who could have seen that? All right, guys, we'll call that. Round mound of rebound. Round mound of rebound. Moving on to the next round. He's got a tough matchup next round. I love Big Papi too. I would have voted for Big Papi. The Truth. Paul Pierce is the Truth. I forget who gave him that nickname. Versus Kenny the Jet Smith, another all NBA matchup. Big Papi's the man. Should have been a Sixer. Agreed. The Truth. Oh, you're saying the Truth. Yeah, the Sixers picked Larry Hughes over the Truth. I believe. Truth be told, the Sixers picked Larry Hughes, the pick before the Truth. I think Dirk Nowitzki was also in that draft. I think they passed on Dirk Nowitzki as well. Not sure. This one might be over soon, guys. Yeah, that's a blowout. Sorry, Kenny the Jet Smith. You're done. You're out of here. Larry Brown. One of only a few. All right, guys, this is a tough one. We got Chipper Jones. I forget what his first name was. What's his first name? What's Chipper Jones's first name? He's a good coach, Dan. But I knock Larry Brown because I knock Larry Brown because he was the coach on that Olympic team. He was the head coach of the U.S. Olympic team that didn't win the gold medal, that got the bronze medal in the 2008 Olympics, I believe. That's why I knock Larry Brown. How are you going to be how are you going to... I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Yeah, well, he's an old school Larry Chipper Jones versus primetime Deion Sanders. We'll call that there. Primetime's going to move on. Yeah, I agree with you. That's a good call. I mean, the way he did Larry Brown. Now you're right though, Dan. I knock him for you're making good points though. While I knock him, as the next matchup, guys, is Broadway Joe Namath versus Greek Freak Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is a very good matchup here. But while I knock him for losing or for not winning the gold medal as the U.S. head coach, I should give him some credit for coaching that Pistons team up to beat the Lakers. Like, he was the one that... It's a good point, Dan. No, you're making good points. Like, he's the one who took down the Lakers with that hard-nosed Detroit Pistons team. You know, that Goliath. I mean, I don't know what the odds were in that series, but they were probably crazy. And they were so scrappy. Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups. I mean, that team was actually kind of stacked, though, now that you mention it. A little bit stacked. Little bit stackage. All right, Broadway Joe versus Greek Freak. We're almost... I don't think we had that, Dan. We totally missed. That was a miss. That was a miss. Totally missed that on David versus Goliath moments. Pistons over the Lake. I mean, because I was even considering that Lakers team being one of the all-time Goliaths, you know? And they were the ones to beat him. So, yeah, that was a miss. That was a big-time miss. All right, guys, we'll call that Greek Freak over Broadway Joe. Exactly. We had the Sixers game one win, but we didn't have 2004 Pistons, something like that. It's Philly bias. It's 100%. Like speaking of Philly bias, we got the Flying Hawaiian. I mean, that's one of the that's Philly bias for sure. Not gonna lie. We don't lie around here. Greek Freak won 2-1 over Broadway Joe. I mean, it's two of the better nicknames in the whole tourney. This is a good one too. Flying Hawaiian versus Megatron. Rams Seahawks game probably tipping off soon, guys. Kicking off soon. Oh no, it's already going. Who knows? Wow, it's already. We're well into the first quarter, guys. Well into the first quarter. Seahawks up 7-0, but the Rams are driving. Puka Nacua got in a little heat, some type of controversy. Voter turnout, Dan? I don't know. We got 4 votes, though. I think everybody here is voting. I really appreciate it. 3-1. B-Wall, A-Wall. B-Wall, A-Wall. It's all good. I mean, people, I appreciate everybody who's here, Next matchup, guys. Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder, NBA dunking legend versus... People are going to ask for Collins in a minute. Versus the answer, Allen Iverson. I could open up... Yeah, I mean... The thing is I can't do Collins tonight, Dan, or at least it'd be more difficult because at least how we've been doing it, this is on... I don't know if I can do Collins tonight just because of what we're doing. I wanted to do Collins. I wanted to guest host. We'll get there eventually. Guys. I thought about doing a guest. I wanted to do. No, I put the Flying Hawaiian. It was Megatron. Megatron beat the Flying Hawaiian. My bad. All right, we'll call this one. The answer beats Chocolate Thunder. Another all basketball matchup. Final first round matchup, guys. We made it all the way through the first round. It only took us an hour and 38 minutes. So it would hypothetically take us that long to finish it tonight. Instead, we're going to finish the second. We're going to do the second round here. And then that'll leave us at... What do you mean, Dan? It's tough when the shorter... What do you mean by that? It's tough when the shorter name wins the poll? The answer, Allen Iverson won 3-1 over Chocolate Thunder. Okay, I got you. Big Shot Bob versus Air Jordan. I got you. Okay, so it looks a little different. I got you. It's like okay. It's like the graph is kind of messed up. Okay, I get it. It like looks like right now. It's kind of funky because like the longer one, Big Shot Bob is longer than Air Jordan, but it's gonna lose to Air Jordan. I got you. All right, guys, that was the first round. Air Jordan 2-1 over Big Shot Bob. I guess we go back. We go back to our first bracket here. We're going to do the second round tonight, guys. And then we'll call it after the second round. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Danny Dimes versus Famous Jameis. Famous Jameis versus Danny Dimes. Good matchups. I don't know. I know, Dan. I hear you. I hear you, bro. I'm all right with... I don't know. I don't know. It's all good. Where's... Call it. Maybe if we were doing call-ins. Danny Dimes versus Famous Jameis. Guys, we're going to finish this... I know. It's all good. I mean, he was here for like maybe what? Like a second? He was here for like maybe a couple minutes. A couple minutes. He still will. He still will. All right, guys, we'll call that. I got to make a call there. We do. He knows it. He knows it. I got to make a call there, guys. We got the bird up against the claw. It's all good, JK. I understand. Thanks for being here. I appreciate everybody being here. I mean, y'all know that? All right, we got the bird up against the claw. I got to make a call on Danny Dimes versus Famous Jameis. Very similar matchup here, guys. Very similar matchup. I'm going to say Famous Jameis. I don't know. We're going with Famous Jameis. I think they're both good. They're very, very close. Maybe I should have gone with Danny Dimes, but it's a little too late for that. So Famous Jameis, our first member of the Elite Eight. Well, actually, final 32. Guys, over 6K views on that Eric Dickerson video. So big success. Still getting views. Former Squad Live Evening Edition, still getting views. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to have to cast like a bunch of tie-breaking votes. We're gonna vote for Mark the Bird Fidrich. I think so. It's got a shot, Dan. It's got a fighter's shot. I love that call, by the way. Love the positivity. I think it's definitely got a shot. Mr. October Red. Oh, I forgot. No more names, guys. No more names for these guys. I'm gonna move the bird on. Seems like that's Bird. Mark the Bird Fidrich. Oh, well, there I did it again. You were. Oh my. We were. Good thing you just showed up and not showed up 5 minutes ago, B-Wall. Good thing you just showed up and not a couple minutes ago. What'd you get at T-Bell, bro? We're like, where's Brian? He can't give anybody crap about being late. We know when you're not here, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing. All right, we'll call this one Mr. October. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go to T-Bell now. Shoot. I'm gonna have to go to T-Bell now. Wow, the Dream didn't get a single vote. Hakeem. I guess I can say their names if they lost. Hakeem the Dream didn't get a single vote. Guantanamo Bay versus the Minister of Defense. Dan, I like Chipotle, but I feel like their quality's been going down recently. I know they've got good quality. I mean, like they're known for their quality, but I feel like their quality's been going down. Mr. October with a 4-0 win over Hakeem the Dream. Wow. Gong, get your votes in. Support your local taco truck. Great call, JK. I love Taco Bell too. Oh my gosh. B-Wall and I love Taco Bell. For some reason, it's because it's delicious. But obviously, support your local taco truck as well. Minister of Defense, guys, thanks for all the votes. Thanks for being here. Guantanamo Bay. We're going to call that, guys. That's over. That's over. He ain't coming back from that. Big Unit, GOAT. Somebody was up in this chat calling Big Unit the GOAT earlier. Versus Tractor Trailer. Minister of Defense won 4-1 over Guantanamo. Any score updates, guys? The Rams were driving last I checked. Let me check again. Rams kicked a field goal. That drive looks like they got the ball back. End of the first quarter, 7-3 Seahawks over the Rams right now. All right, well, Big Unit up against Tractor Trailer. Best sports nicknames. Get your votes in, guys. What's good, B-Wall? We'll end that poll, guys. Flyers Sabres. Ooh, let's go, Dan. Dude, the Flyer momentum is picking up, dude. I'm glad I'm on the bandwagon now. I can hear you can even hear the momentum picking up. The Honey Badger versus Scary Terry. We're talking more hockey than ever here on stream. Let's go. Stack points. They need a dub. I'll get this dub tonight. They will. Big Unit got 3-2 over Tractor Trailer. This is one of my favorite matchups here tonight, guys. The Honey Badger versus Scary Terry. Flyers better be stacking those points up against the weak comp. Honey Badger. Anybody, remember the Honey Badger video on the internet? I don't know. Dan. I don't know the... No, B-Wall. This is the first second round bracket, isn't it, guys? We're gonna do the second round tonight, B-Wall. We'll call the stream after we finish the second round. Most likely. Unless we're starting to get oodles of votes coming in. Oodles of noodles. Yeah, this is the second round. The reason why I say we should Call it after this. We going by rounds, not brackets. Exactly, B-Wall. Second round. So we're doing all the brackets. All right, I got to call this. It's definitely been a minute. All right, Honey Badger, big win over Scary Terry. Matt Stafford is an animal. What he did. Let's go. Race for MVP's over, guys. Give it to Matthew Stafford. Now we got the glove up against Ocho Cinco. This is a good matchup. Bomb to Puka. Let's go. No. Yeah, no, B-Wall. We got plenty of stream left. At least a half an hour. Probably, yeah, at least. Honey Badger got 4-1. I think ending it after the second round makes sense. We've been killing it. At least, Dan. At least. All right. Wow. Ocho. Call it early, guys. We stream until at least 9:30 a.m. At least. Now's the 24-hour stream. All right, the Admiral versus the Great One. Ocho just 5-0'd the glove. Ocho Cinco has Elena. I like the prognostications, Elena. Ocho Cinco has a chance to win it all. I agree. I love the prognostications. Thanks for voting, guys. Get your votes in. It is an all-timer. His number was 85. He was known as, we said I'd stop giving all this info, but known as Ocho Cinco, and was like, you know what? I'm going to change my name to Chad. It was Chad Johnson. It's all right. I can say it. It's already, that we're not going to be doing that matchup for a while. All right, guys, we'll call this one here 3-2. 3-2 for the Great One over the Admiral. Sorry, David Robinson. 3-2. All right, guys, so we got this Elite Eight is set. So that's the first of our 1 second round down. We got now. Here's another one. I know. I will. This is a good one because it's literally like this is a good competition because it's like it encompasses a lot, and there are no bad matchups. There are really no bad matchups. The Bulin Wall. This is the North bracket, I believe, guys. The Bulin Wall versus Polar Bear. There are really no bad matchups. How's the end of the first quarter, guys? Rams got the ball in Seattle territory, 2nd and 8 on Seattle's 32. How did Seattle? I guess they just had a quick touchdown drive. They must have had a big play or something on that drive. You think so, Dan? The more we do, the easier it would have been to weed it out. I could see that. It's just like I was saying we were going to do this whole thing tonight here, guys. We're in the second round. Here we are 2 hours in, and I came in hot, like ready to go. Came in hot, ready to go, and we're here. All right, we'll call that one, guys. Bulin Wall, Great nickname. Thanks for everybody for voting. Pete Alonso, Polar Bear, you're out of New York and you're out of this competition. Charlie Hustle up against Big Country. Whew. Now, like, the matchups are going to start getting really good, guys. They just are. The round of 128. The round of 128 would have been nuts. So, well, I guess that would have been like, it would have been double the size of the bracket that we ended up doing. Think about that. If we... Kung Fu Panda might have not made the cut, JK. Yikes. Kung Fu Panda might have not made the cut. Sorry. I thought I put him in there, but... Low-key Moulin Wall has an amazing nickname. I thought I put Kung Fu Panda in there. He might have lost in the first round already. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I just straight up missed it. Pablo Sandoval's in good company. He's in good company. Peyton Manning's not in this bracket. Tom Brady's not in this bracket. Dominic Hasek, the Dominator's not in this bracket. All right, guys, we'll call that Big Country. There's a whole strong bracket to be made of snubs. Night Train Lane versus Matty Ice. Big Country just took down Charlie Hustle. I was joking, B-Wall. We were just talking about, like, we were saying we were wondering where you were. We knew you weren't here. And we're like, where's B-Wall? We need the votes, bro. Because I was, like, casting time-breaking votes and stuff. I was just kidding. It was just I was just fuel checking you, bro. I was just fuel checking you. But you would fuel check yourself. Night Train Lane versus Matty Ice. Oh. Elaine likes Big Country, Chad Ochocinco, or just Ochocinco. All right, guys, we'll call that there. I got to make... Wow, shocking. I'm surprised about that, guys. I'm surprised about that result. Not going to lie. I'm going to cast a tie-breaking vote for my boy Night Train Lane. Sorry, not sorry. Shoeless Joe versus up against Slim Reaper. Rams just kicked a field goal to go behind one. No, I picked... Where did it go? I picked Night Train Lane. Good call. We'll call that one. Shoeless Joe. Big dub over Slim Reap. Why is that a no, B-Wall? Hammer and Hank up against Jake the Snake. Why is that a no, B-Wall? Shoeless Joe is a great one. Matty Ice? The guy's like, if you go to Matt Ryan's Wikipedia page, Snake lost in the first round, B-Wall. Yeah, bro. That's another reason why I was like, "Where's B-Wall?" Snake. We had Snake losing the first round, dude. I know. Yeah, like we did have Snake versus Jake. Jake the Snake sounds better. It rhymes. Jake the Snake just sounds better. It rhymes. I did not know that. Is it actually Game of Thrones? Or is it like that House of Dragon thing? I haven't seen any House of Dragon. Guys, Hammer and Hank moves on. Next matchup, guys, Sid the Kid. Similar to Jake the Snake. Sid the Kid versus Chairman of the Boards. Oh, yeah, I did see that, B-Wall. It's like about some like older some dunk. Exactly, it's the Duncan Egg Tales, as Dan is saying. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably won't watch it. I probably won't. I mean, if I hear it's really good, I'll watch it. The Hedge Knight. If I hear it's really good, I'll watch it. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Get your votes in, guys. I don't want to cast this tie-breaking vote. I really don't want to cast this tie-breaking vote, but I will if I have to. Give it a minute. Get your votes in, guys. Still, it's 7-6. Seahawks just got the ball back. Thanks for the vote. Somebody just voted to end it. We'll end that with the chairman of the boards taking out Sid the Kid Crosby. Chairman of the boards, Moses Malone, taking out Sid the Kid. I know, Dan. That's surprising. Iceman versus the Hoodie. What's the better sports nickname? The question is, what's the better sports nickname? We all know who we're talking about here at this point. If you need a reminder in the chat, let me know. But I'm trying to not like give any more information beyond this. Guys, this is our second to last matchup in this bracket. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Seahawks got the ball in their own territory. 12 minutes. Didn't you suggest the Hoodie, B-Wall? Thought you did? Elena, there you go, Elena. All right, we'll call it. We'll call that there. I'm going to cast my tie-breaking vote. That one's not a hard one, guys. I thought you suggested that. Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard. I guess it's hard for me to remember who suggested what. I'm going to vote. He's going to lose anyway, though. Iceman. George Iceman Gervin. Okay. JK suggested the Hoodie. Clearly, I'm not remembering who suggested who correctly, but that's... We'll get there. I'll get there, guys. B-Walt, if I see it hit a minute, you didn't... if I see it hit a minute, I'm ending it. We've had some quick whistle controversy earlier. If this is controversy, so... If I see it hit a minute, guys, I end the poll. And then if it's tied, I cast the tie-breaking vote. If not, then it ends at a minute. We're almost through the second round here, guys. All right, there we go. Minute. Shout out Sweetness. Shout out Sweetness. But your Zen Master is a really good nickname, and that's why he's moving on to the next round. All right, guys. I think we've got a couple more second rounds to do tonight. Zen Master, Elena. Is it an upset? I mean, it kind of is. It's kind of an upset, but Wild Thing versus the Big Piece. No. God, I'm jelly, B-Wall. Sounds delish. Sounds good. Wild Thing versus the Big Piece, guys. This is our South bracket. Arguably the weakest one. B-Wall, Snake lost to Golden Bear in the first round. You can see that. Only one vote for Snake. You think Golden Bear's fine? Golden Bear, I mean, he is he's losing to Jack Nicklaus, arguably the GOAT, one of the GOATs of golf. So it's understandable. It's understandable in a way. All right, guys, been a minute. We'll hit that there. Golden Bear is a good nickname. It is a good nickname. Agreed. Next matchup, guys, we got the Pearl versus Mean Joe Green. Throwback matchup. Throwback matchup. Big Piece. Phillies legend Ryan Howard beating Wild Thing. Another Phillies guy. Maybe still a little bit of Philly bias coming through, guys. It's all good, though. Elena's hyped. You know it. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Got another bracket and a half round to go tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Fun Friday. Spin some wheels. Remind me no baseball tomorrow. B-Wall, you got to be there. No, Elena, I got to take care of myself. Thank you for the enthusiasm. But we're going to do to the second round. Through the second round. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are the best. I know you want to finish the bracket tonight. Got to keep you coming back, though. No, we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow, Elena. We'll do it tomorrow night. Are you not going to be here tomorrow night? No baseball, I promise. No baseball. You got to be here, though. You got to be here to remind me no baseball. All right, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. No, movie trailer. Elena, it's taking. I mean, we're not going to finish this tonight. I'm sorry. I said like an hour. I said probably an hour ago that what we were going to do tonight. At this point, maybe more. I gotta. So that's what we're doing. Mean Joe Green, 3-1 over the Pearl. I know, people. I know. And this is just, I mean, the thing is, it gets faster as you get deeper, so it would only take us like another hour. But like, hey, you guys are the best for being here, but I gotta eat. I gotta, you want Fun Friday tomorrow, Elena? Like there's all this stuff going on. You guys are the best for being here, though. I appreciate, I appreciate it. I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time. People, but you got. That's funny. That's funny. So far, big piece. Mean Joe Green on to the next round, guys. We got the Golden Bear up against Greg the Bull. I'm gonna start casting time breaking votes too. Exactly. B-Wall looking out. Fuel check coming up. Larry Legend. Next matchup, guys. Larry Legend versus Birdman. I got to make a call there. Golden Bear, the Bull. Sorry, Bull. I moved you on one round. I'm not going to move you on into two. Did I move on the Golden Bear? No. Golden Bear, you're moving on. 3-2. That's tie. I cast a tie-breaking vote, B-Wall. I moved on the Golden Bear. Now, I had already cast a tie-breaking vote for the Bull in the last round. I wasn't going to... Dan, that's sweet. Guys, I don't know if we're going to be streaming on Monday. Yeah, a Camelback. Give me I need an IV, Camelback. I need IV. Just like start plugging stuff into me. Guys, no AI, but using intravenous feeding tubes. Like, what is that? All right, guys, it's been a minute. We're going to call that one there. Larry Legend moves on over Birdman. Next matchup, guys, we got Black Mamba versus Weapon X. Who is Weapon X? I forget. No, I'm just kidding. I don't forget. Larry Legend moved on over Birdman. Dang. Shoot. I wanted Birdman to move on. B-Wall, well, you got to vote, man. I'm sorry. Birdman would have made it on had you voted. It's true. He would have made it. B-Wall, you get that vote in and he's on to the next round. Thanks for voting, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. Oh, it's too late, Elena? It's too late? I don't worry about it, B-Wall. Nothing to... Wow. How is Black Mamba not going to win? I don't know. Democracy? Not Mike. The Polish Rifle versus the Yankee Clipper. This is a throwback matchup right here, guys. Talk about throwback matchups. Got a throwback matchup right here. Weapon X won 3-1 over Black Mamba. Poppy lost, B-Wall? I know. Poppy lost. Oh, we got Polish Rifle versus Yankee Clipper. Then we got next round guys after that. Get your ideas ready. We got Meta World Peace versus the Glide. That's the next round. First, we're figuring out Polish Rifle versus these. B-Wall, it's all. Every matchup in this is tough. Every matchup in this is tough, guys. I'm about to call this one. They're all tough. It's been a minute. Polish Rifle wins over the Yankee Clipper. Next round, guys, is Meta World Peace versus the Glide. You think some are easier than others? Rams Titty. Thanks for updating us, Dan. Appreciate it, man. I got to move a couple people on here, guys. Polish Rifle got to move on. 2-1 over the Yankee Clipper. Just like a football drive from the Rams. Looks like it. 11 plays, 62 yards. Darn it. What are the Flyers doing? How? They'll come back. All right, guys. We'll call that one 4-0. No way the Glide's coming back from that. Not like the Flyers are about to come back. All right, guys. Next matchup is... Wow. Last one. Oof. Tough matchup right here, guys. Tough matchup. Cujo versus Pistol Pete. They don't know. Dan, every single time I check, it's like they're down and then they come back and win. Or they come back and lose it in overtime. This is a tough matchup here, guys. Meta won 4-0. Get your votes in, guys, here. I really don't want to cast this tie-breaking vote. Hey, Dan, you might be surprised on this one. You might be surprised where I'm... We'll see. We got. Let's get your votes in, guys. We'll see. We got 5 people here, 4 votes. Number 5, maybe just quick vote and swipe away if you don't mind. I don't care, or hit subscribe. Either way, I don't know. We'll wait till it's been a minute, guys, and then I'll cast my vote. We'll wait till it's been a minute. How are you going to lose magnitudes of respect for me if I vote against Pistol Pete? Oh, that changes. All right, guys, I guess I got to think about this for a second. It's our last one. Guys, I had already made my decision, B-Wall, before you said that. Exactly. I had already made my decision. I'm voting for Cujo. Now, Pistol Pete is a great nickname. He's also already the winner of a former squad bracket. That's kind of why I was like, I love Pistol. Everybody knows I love Pistol Pete. But Cujo, 1, we're trying to reverse the hockey hate. 2, it's a great nickname. Pistol Pete's a great nickname too, but you can't please everybody, guys. You can't please everybody in this situation. I went with Cujo. It's a great. There are 2. His name is Curtis Joseph His name is Curtis Joseph. He's a NHL goalie. B-Wall. All right, guys, we're on to our last. Look him up. I don't know. We talked about all these. He was a hockey goalie. We can talk about it. He was a hockey goalie for 20 years. His name is Curtis Joseph. Dan, back me up. Curtis Joseph. I know Dan voted for Cujo. I know. And Cujo is like a Steve. Isn't like he a dog? He's a vicious dog in a Stephen King novel. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, Dan's gonna back me up on that. No, it is allowed, Elena. It is allowed. It's totally different than a name. It's totally different. Dan, that's why I make the hard calls around. That's why I made the hard call. It's a hard call. R.I.P. my boy Pistol Pete. I love you. Everybody knows I love Pistol Pete. He won our tournament. He won our tourney for the wisest sports mind, guys. He did. It's the dog. It's the name. It's actually exact. It's the dog. It's the name. It's absolutely perfect, as Dan says. I agree. Tiger versus the bus. That one's over. We'll call that one right away. Thanks for the votes, guys. Oh my God. No, I told you guys, biased but impartial. I say it a lot. Dan's backing me up. I say it a lot, guys. I'm biased, maybe biased but impartial. If that makes any sense, it's how we do it. You know? I do bring a Pistol Pete bias. I know, Dan. I appreciate you having my back. I know you got I knew you would have my back on that one. I didn't even have to think. I knew you would have my back on that one. It's biased but impartial. What do you mean, Elena? What's a? Wow, Johnny Football. Wow. Tiger 4-0 over the bus, guys. Tiger might steamroll. Tiger was the only number 1 seed, as Dan's saying. Exactly. Dan's on it. Dan is on it. If it were Pete Maravich versus Curtis Joseph, that's a different story. It's not that. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Got a few more matchups to go. Then we're going to call it for the night. You guys are the best. White Chocolate, our boy Jason Williams might fall to Johnny Football right here. Now, Johnny Football is a great nickname. Wow. Now, talk about upsets. For me, that's an upset. To me, that's an upset. But, hey. I commend you guys for voting, getting your votes in there. You guys are the best. We got Magic Johnson. Magic versus William Refrigerator Perry. Unacceptable. We gotta accept. We gotta just. Sometimes, the votes don't fall our way. They don't. Magic versus Refrigerator Perry. This is a tough matchup here, guys. Really tough. On this one, Clark says this one's too hard. You got Clark. You have to vote. One way or the other. Two-minute warning, guys. Looks like Seattle's got the ball near midfield. You suggested both, Clarks? Oh, I'm sorry. All right, well, we got a call. We only got 2 votes on that one, guys. 2 votes, both for Magic. Uh-oh, wait till you see this one, Clarks. You might have suggested both of these, too. Aw. Chef Curry. Chef Curry versus Dr. J. Uh-oh. Tough one. Tough one. They're all tough at this point. Seahawks driving late in the second quarter here, guys. Minute left in the quarter. Thanks for the votes, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 9:30, spinning some wheels. No baseball, no meltdown. I'm going to leave movie/TV trailer on there, though. That's not even a thought. B-Wall suggested I take off movie TV trailer. Yeah, right. Never. Maybe in the next life, not in this one. Me take off movie TV trailer? Are you kidding me? I'll take off baseball. I'll take off meltdown. I'm not taking off movie TV trailer. That's like, I get that when I'm like, yes. All right, we're calling it, guys. Dr. J takes out Steph Curry. Welcome back, JK. Dr. J just took out Steph Curry. Iron Mike versus the round mound of rebound. Dr. J just beat Steph Curry 2-1. Get your votes in, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. Just in time, JK. Uh-oh. Get your votes in, guys. How... JK back in time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. B-Wall's back too. Iron Mike versus the round mound of rebound. Guys, how is the round mound of rebound winning? Like, how? 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 I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Over Iron Mike. And he beat Big Pot. Like, what? I don't understand. I don't. It's been a minute. It's not even a good nickname though. It's a like he will fall. It's not a good nickname though. It doesn't, however many words it is. Okay. All right, Dan. Okay, Dan. All right. Okay. I hear you guys. Now this is a tough one. The Truth versus Prime Time. All right, guys. I hear you. I hear you. I was surprised. I just thought Iron Mike. Like, it's Iron Mike. It's Mike Tyson. Iron Mike lost to the round mound of rebound? I don't know. Okay. All right, we'll see. I don't think about all the way, Lane. I don't think all the way. He's going to lose in the next round. I guarantee it. I guarantee he's losing in the next round. Probably. We'll see. All right, guys. We'll call that. Wow. All right. Wow, B-Wall likes everyone. Okay. All right. I'm not a fan of that nickname. Greek Freak. I know, Dan. Not even close. I thought that was a huge matchup. Greek Freak versus Megatron. And this is a good matchup. It's funny. That's actually very cool. It's like when we were talking about Megatron, we're talking about comps for Megatron. There's really no better comp for Megatron than the Greek Freak. And that's such a good comp. Like, the Greek Freak and Megatron are very similar if you compare them across sports, you know? Say Primetime 4-1 over the Truth. All right, guys, thank you for doing this with me. We got this one and one more matchup tonight, then we're going to call it for the night. We'll be back on. This is interesting because it's like they're very similar. That was our first unanimous in a while, guys. 5-0. 5-0 for Megatron. Because he came out of the draft around the time that Transformers 1 dropped. I think, was that first unanimous of second round, Dan? All right, and this is really, guys, there's a very fitting final matchup of the night, guys. We're not done with these brackets. We're not done with these brackets. But this is our final matchup for the night, final poll of the night. And it's a very fitting one. The Answer versus Air Jordan. What's that game, Elena? I forget. Werewolf or something? I don't even know. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. It's a lot of fun. We are not going to be done with these matchups even after tonight. We got more to go. Yes. Dan. I see that too. Now that you mention it. I didn't see it right away, though. I see it now, though. So props on that connection. I see that now. I didn't see it right away, though. Now that you mention it, I see it. That's what this is all about, guys. These fun connections, fun activities, new thought pathways of thought we haven't had before. All right, guys, we're going to call that one there. IDK, like you try to vote for the same thing everyone else is? What? I don't understand that, Elena. IDK, like you try to vote for the same thing. I don't understand. Okay. Well, thanks for Air Jordan beat the Answer. All right, guys. We'll look at some of these matchups we have coming up. Air Jordan versus Megatron. I guess Primetime versus the Round Mound of Rebound. Primetime better win. Dr. J versus Magic. Johnny Football versus Tiger. That's this West bracket, guys. Guys, we're about to call this stream for the night. Thank you so much for being here. Just going over some of the matchups coming up. Famous Jameis, the Bird, Mr. October, Minister of Defense, Big Unit, Honey Badger, Ocho Cinco, the Great One. The Boolin Wall versus Big Country, Night Train Lane, Shoeless Joe, Hammer and Hank, Chairman of the Boards, Iceman, Zen Master. No way. The Big Piece, Mean Joe Green, Golden Bear, Larry Legend, Weapon X, the Polish Rifle, Meta World Peace, Cujo. Guys, get your goodbyes in. Guys. We'll be back on tomorrow morning doing Fun Friday. Guys, back on tomorrow morning. Exactly, B-Wall. Yeah. You'll see tomorrow, Elena. Tune back in tomorrow to find. I already went over. Maybe I'll go. It's actually maybe on this one. Mean Joe Green, Big Piece, Golden Bear, Larry Legend, Weapon X, Polish Rifle, Meta World Peace, Cujo. Tiger. No way. Really, Dan? I mean, B-Wall, I could just put them in their own bracket right now. You know? We'll see. We'll see how we do it. We'll see how we do it, guys. Tiger, Johnny Football, Magic, Dr. J, Chuck, Primetime, Megatron, Air Jordan. All right, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll talk soon. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Guys, go check out the Eric Dickerson video if you haven't already. Released 11 hours and 11 minutes ago. Thanks for the session, guys. You guys are the best. Oh, B-Wall, you know we're on time for spinning the wheels, right? All right, guys. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for being here. We'll talk soon. I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll finish these brackets sometime. Do Fun Friday, all that stuff. So peace out, guys. Have a good night.